Hello everyone, my name is Sinfury Heart. As a longtime fan of this game that made its debut on the Vita 10 years ago, I am here to talk about the remastered version of Freedom Wars. And I'm going to assume that you have one question on your mind. Is the remastered version worth it? Well, I'm very happy to play this game for the second time in my life. It does have some slight issues that some of the fans who played the original may or may not like. Let's go over the changes in the remastered version. One of the main issues that I've seen going around online are the controls. In the original Vita version, you had more than one control layout. If you were a Monster Hunter veteran or a new player to the Monster Hunter action genre, these controls were very much welcome since you had a choice of which control layout to choose from. Sadly, this is not the case for the remastered version. The official trailer did mention you can change the buttons on the control layout. The sad truth is, it didn't apply to all the buttons. The dash button is forever stuck to the L3 stick. You have to tap it once in order to run. I will be honest, as someone who played the original and dedicated over hundreds of hours of playtime, it was a little hard to get adjusted to it in the remastered version. Pressing the L3 stick just does not feel like a smooth transition from walking to running. There is a small delay.
There you are. You have good timing if nothing else. I have an operation for you. We've had reports of hostile units affiliated with Harai, infiltrating our terrain. I need you to flush out these rats and exterminate.
Rats?
Yes, it's Agartha.
English dub voiceovers are new to the remastered version. I am happy to say you can switch between English and Japanese audio. My favorite and memorable voice casts are the Japanese voice actors in the original. They have kept the original voice actors as you expect.
Morning. Here is the schedule for today. Meet Beatrice at the fueling station. Report concluded. Please confirm details.
With the help of text-to-speech evolved in the remaster, your accessory can now speak with customized lines.
Victory achieved. Victory achieved. Victory achieved. Victory achieved. Victory achieved.
This is a brand new feature that was removed in the original global version but remained in the Japanese version. There's also discussion about switching languages. If you switch to Japanese audio, your accessory and Percy proper continue to speak in English. I've seen a fix on the Steam forum, but you have to mess with the files in the Steam folder. They also warn you not to mess with those files because there is an anti-cheat installed into the PC version. Playing offline should be fine, otherwise I would be very careful. I have never been a fan of anti-cheat being installed in any game, and if you're familiar with past games that had to deal with that, you can already assume that there are problems with the PC version. Since launch day, there have been reports of crashes for all platforms. The official Japanese account for Freedom Wars is fully aware of the issues. I have only heard a small amount of people experiencing crashes on the PlayStation 5 version. The Switch version also has crash issues, but they have narrowed down the problem. The PC version has had a massive report of crashes. If you look at some of the reviews on Steam and the forums, a lot of people were furious, and rightfully so. Steam is fully aware of the issues and are looking into it. Once again, the official account of Freedom Wars has also acknowledged the crashes on the PC version and have narrowed it down to it being a Windows 11 problem, but only a certain OS build. From my experience, I have only encountered my game freeze 2 times. I am using Windows 11s, but my OS build version is out of date. So this might be why I have not experienced crashes or black screen that other players have been experiencing. In my honest opinion, I sadly expected this to happen. This is a Vita game from 2014, and it is obviously ported, upscaled for PC and modern day consoles. Playing this game again, and it literally looks and feels like the original. While I'm glad this game is on PC, since I don't own a PS5 at this time, it is a sad shame that the PC version wasn't properly tested, but the sad truth is, anytime you revive an older game and port it to PC, there will always be problems. Look at Tokiden for PC as an example. That game also had issues at launch as well. As mentioned in my video from last year, Freedom Wars Remastered, my thoughts, I did talk about the removal of the global panopticons, and the Japanese website also mentioned this as well. While I'm a little sad that the global PTs have been removed, it is understandable and not much can be done about it. It does make the original version of Freedom Wars lose that charm and unique feature that most players loved. I love the idea that you are meeting people from different parts of the world. While it is still a fictional world, going to another PT that was in a different region always felt nice. You could see their colors on the screen that represented those cities in the real world. Deadly Sinner Mode is a brand new difficulty that can be turned on or off anytime in the game. It increases the difficulty to give the player a challenging experience. If you were struggling with the enemy sinners offline, they are highly aggressive in this mode. Random things can happen, such as the timer in the mission to being reduced. You do get some small rewards, such as new stickers, but the entitlement costs a lot more. Here is a Reddit post further explaining the details of what else you experience in Deadly Sinner Mode. The weapons and their damage has been adjusted. If you're familiar with stacking up elemental resources like before in the original, the elemental damage will be different in the remastered version. As for attack damage weapons, there is now less attack damage in this version. It's not entirely bad, but kind of disappointing since most of us had fun with being overpowered. You can still upgrade your equipment to become overpowered, but the attack damage is noticeable against certain adductor types. For the PC version, I have noticed audio issues where the music is louder when the characters speak. It's fine if you wear headphones, but some people like to play their games and listen to the sound through speakers. I have the voice audio setting on 100%, and the other sound options are lowered. There is no text chat window whenever you play online with co-op or PvP. The original version did have text chat since it is necessary to talk to other players in the lobby. I don't know if it's a bug, but I think the official account is aware of it. And last, they also introduced these golden weapon types. I think the best way I can describe them are advanced weapon types. Each golden weapon has different stats and a random single bonus fixed stat. Thankfully, they are pretty easy to farm offline. If you want a full list of official changes in this game, you can check on the official website. I only cover the main issues that a lot of players have been talking about. Besides the changes that I mentioned, if you played the original version, you'll probably pretty much have the same experience all over again. I asked this question again: is this version worth your time and money? As a diehard fan, I feel conflicted. I am happy this game is back, but also sad with the changes and issues. Honestly, I feel this game should have been delayed a little longer just to fix the issues or make sure it was play tested before release. I cannot convince you to buy this game when the issues I listed will possibly make you rethink your decision. I don't blame you if you want to wait until the issues are sorted out or wait until there is a sale. Console owners should be fine. It's the PC users that may encounter problems, and I understand that none of you want to deal with that mess. My final thoughts about this game. It has been a wonderful experience revisiting this game that affected my life in a positive way. I met a lot of amazing people while I streamed on Twitch when this game originally came out, and talked to some amazing people to this day. Seeing new faces and seeing familiar faces is always a nice feeling to me. I really do hope a sequel can happen, but I also understand that this game will not appeal to everyone. Freedom Wars was made back in 2014, and it shows. The core audience who played the original and devoted over hundreds of hours, they know what to expect by now. As for new players, this may or may not be for you, and that's okay. While this game has always been for the Japanese audience, there is a global audience that played the original that still love this game for what it is, and the joy that they experience will never be replaced. Thank you to all my friends and the players that I have met online who have shared their experience with me or was able to share it on Reddit or GameFAQs. Researching the changes to the remastered version is something everyone should know before they buy it. Keep in mind, there may be updates in the future, but it's hard to say since these issues can take time to be fixed. If you have played the original and the remastered version, please share your experience in the comments below. Thank you all so much for your patience and watching this video. It means a lot to me. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and take care.